Hi, everybody. Welcome to All Elite Women and Friends. Today we have the sheriff over there. And then eventually we will have Mad Dog. Hi,
There's our
Mad
Hey
Dog.
headset.
Welcome
guys,
back. Thank
how
you
are
for
you
joining
guys?
us today.
Thanks for
We're
having me
good.
again.
Can you, always, buddy, always. Let me just start this live stream. I always forget. But yes, so tonight, as the commentators referenced, we have a non pay per view night, guys. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Specialty show. It's Maximum Carnage.
It's
The
maximum
AEW does
carnage.
a lot of those. But yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
this show was very interesting. I could definitely tell the difference between this show and a regular Dynamite, but I'm sure we'll get into it.
Yes. No, for sure. There was lots of moments that were non traditional and just more boom than the normal dynamite. And then
Adam
there
Cole
was
reference.
also some slum moments as well that we will also mention tonight. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. Taz was back. I don't know if that's because Hook was wrestling tonight or
What's up, Jeffrey?
hey
Hi
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, how are you?
Um, I don't know if it's because Taz was or Hook was wrestling tonight. That's why he was back, or if it was some other situations. But always happy to have him back on the table. And we start the night off with a massive promo. AK makes it feel like a pay per view. They put a lot of money into the beginning of the show. What did you guys think about that intro?
Yeah, so they were basically trying to hype up the main event with um, John Moxley. Uh, that's something that they've been doing a lot recently, is starting the show with the
Mm-hmm.
promo for the matches. So I thought that I've liked this kind of like approach to, I guess, setting up or refreshing the audience with the stories and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you think, Mad Dog?
Right, so I was actually just reading an article like right before Dynamite came on the air about John Moxley, and John Moxley said he wants a place for wrestlers to succeed. That's why he said he's the workhorse of this company, and he said he wants to succeed in this company, and he's going to do whatever he can to succeed to make others succeed in AEW. Now, I have some stuff later on in my segment, obviously, of course, that, AEW, a couple people might be leaving there. So I don't know how well it's succeeding at the moment. Ticket sales have been okay. And, they've been doing this whole WWE versus AEW. They put their shows right on Saturday nights, and WWE's doing the same thing. And I don't know. I don't think the ticket sales are kind of adding up. But yeah, I thought Moxley's promo was pretty good. I bought a John Moxley shirt earlier tonight, so yeah, I thought the promo was good.
Ooh.
But overall, I think AEW definitely needs some help right now for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will get more information on that later during our news segments. Thank you. Well, our first match was Brian Cage versus Kenny Omega. Is it? I may just be wrong here, but I thought he was coming back as a EVP, not as a headlining wrestler. I mean, he wants his
Like
cake and
kind
eating
of
it
like the
too.
Young Bucks, you mean?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But you didn't see Christopher Daniels like this.
I think
So
he came back as the Kenny Omega that we know and love. He
we
came back
needed.
as the
Yeah,
best bout machine. Yeah, he.
exactly.
I think also because he returned to wrestling from injury to New Japan, where he's
Yes.
not an EVP. I think he's trying to reestablish himself as a guy who has an argument for being the GOAT when it comes to in ring work. Like he's like, I'm still one of, if not the best in the world. So I think he has his eyes set on proving that, and proving himself again. Yeah.
I think we are literally about to like welcome a whole Hall of Fame. It's like we're working towards a Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore of AEW. Like all these people just don't want to let it go because they're not quite feel like they have enough on their resume to quite get there, and they're just trying to hold on to everything they have. Like Kenny Omega, you have Jeff Jarrett, you have Chris Jericho,
Jericho.
have you
My
have
man.
all of them are
Don't
just
forget
holding on.
Sting, the icon, 28
Well,
and
Sting,
0.
Sting
John
retired.
Moxley's even there.
John
Yeah.
Moxley's up there. Yep.
So
Four,
it's
what is
just
he?
it's
Four-time
interesting.
champion, I think. Four-time world champion.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's 4. Yeah.
Well, Brian Cage comes back after 13 months with a shoulder injury that required surgery. Like, it was a big deal. And then Kenny Omega's coming back from diverticulitis, which they just couldn't stop talking
Yep.
about the entire match. Oh, this guy has half his intestines removed. Really? Well, guess what? I have blah, 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 but nobody's asking about that. No one cares. Okay? No one cares about your intestines, okay? Because if you look up the medical terminology of diverticulitis, it says exercise helps this. It doesn't hurt it. So unless you're still recovering from surgery marks, you're fine. Unless you've eaten some poppy seeds or something you don't need to be eating and has a flare up, you're fine.
Not
So
this
let's just
becoming
get to the
Doc.
match. What?
I said, not this becoming Doc.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was just like, stop talking about it. But I mean, it was a great opening match. Great
Yeah.
opening match.
Spent too much time discussing his viscera. We get it, bro.
We got it. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Sorry, you're getting
glad to
old.
see. I
Is
was
this
glad to see
symptom?
Omega back because I mean, the
I
guy
was
almost
too.
died. We get it, but he's here now. We can move on. He faced Brian Cage, which Brian Cage, he's always had a. Jeffrey said it should be a big deal. He's always had a good look to him, and he's serviceable in the ring. Obviously, he can go. I always felt like he was missing something in the charisma department when it comes to like character
Doesn't
work.
have that edge.
I think he does like the Wolverine kind of gimmick thing. Daughter's birthday. Oh, happy birthday! Happy
Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday.
and hiya, Charmaine.
Hi,
Yes.
Charmy. Yeah.
But
But
what's saying mad?
Kenny Omega is the pioneer. He helped start this company.
Right. Correct.
So I mean,
Absolutely.
where respect is due, he has it.
He always
he's
has. I mean, he
also
never lost it. You know
no,
that's the
yeah,
thing with Kenny Omega. He always had it. It just he got injured, and then when he got injured, he was out, and I was upset for so long, as you guys know, as I was been covering the story forever. I was so upset, and then I told you guys, hey, I think he's gonna be coming back. They say he's gonna, and then he does the New Japan thing, and now he's here, and I'm glad because a lot of them say, oh, EVPs don't wrestle. Well, look at the Young Bucks. Look at Kenny Omega.
yep,
Look at Cody.
Well,
Cody started off
even
and
Vince McMahon wrestled. Even Shane McMahon
yeah,
wrestled. Like
correct.
it's
Correct.
not the
Yeah.
first time executives, have been in the ring. And also they
That's right.
started as
Triple
wrestlers
H.
before they ever
he did.
were
He started
Yep.
executives.
this.
And
Absolutely.
I would say the thing about I guess like old timers trying to I guess relive their youth. John Moxley is very much current. Like he's a current
He's
wrestler. I wouldn't
it.
put him in that
Where's my John
category.
Moxley? Here's my John
He's been
Moxley.
around for a while. If you guys come to think of it, he's been around since what 20? I want to say 2012 when the Shield debuted, right? So he's been around for just as much as Roman and Seth are. Now, the other night, I was watching the Raw crew. By the way, go like, comment, subscribe to see them on Monday nights. They said, out of all of them, they said Seth. And then Roman, and then of course Moxley. But I brought up to Vince and all of them. I said, "Look," I
Exactly.
said, yeah, and EC and all them. I said, yeah, but Dean Ambrose held the constant, the whatever championship. I think it's the United States champion for like the longest reign. And, and then I told them that the WWE champion run he had made him change to AEW. And in a way, I'm glad that happened. Their championship and the storyline where Roman Reigns made him leave WWE for AEW, where he's, top guy. I'm actually wearing one of the old shirts tonight, as you guys can see
Really?
here. But
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
they put a
there was a lot.
lot into making Roman what it is. I want to say that they invested a good 5, maybe more years into like trying to make him work. It's mainly as a baby face. I think they tried to make him a baby face for like a very long time. It really just didn't work. Um, and then
Are we
they
talking about Kenny Omega trying
no,
to
we're
be a
talking about
baby
Roman
face?
Reigns now. We're talking about Roman
Oh,
Reigns now because we're talking because
I
he
blacked
was
out.
with
Sorry.
John Moxley and stuff like
Yep,
that.
yep, the Shield.
And
Yep.
I think because of that, the other Shield guys, you only have so many resources, so they couldn't really
Yeah.
put all of that into the other ones as well. I
From
want
what I
Well,
read,
I want
yeah,
John
from what
Moxley
I
to lose. He sucks. He's gonna lose eventually. Don't you?
eventually, it won't be anytime soon, I believe. But we will get more on John Moxley later during his match, which is the main event tonight. But back to the opener, we have Brian Cage, we have Kenny Omega, and the part that was a huge
Oh,
turn factor here is that Brian Cage is a
oh,
Don Callis boy, and they
dun
came
dun
out.
dun.
Yeah, they came out full swinging.
Um,
Um, Kenny Omega ended up winning. Shocked, not shocked. Um, and then the Don Callis family, who Don Callis was on commentation, by the way, commentating, and
commentation.
just went after him the whole match. They were going after his abdomen because why not? Let's talk more about his abdomen. Um, and then we had uh, the Don Callis family come out. Fletcher. We had Will Ospreay come out. We had then the last person to come out was um, to stop
Are you talking about Takeshita?
Takesha.
Takeshita,
He
right?
came
Yeah,
out the last one and just kind of
that's
finished
the
it up.
second.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think they're
Will,
definitely
will.
teasing Omega and Osprey versus Fletcher and Takeshita. Takeshita actually has a
Osprey?
Will who
Osprey? Is it Osprey?
like Axe spray like Axe spray.
Well, gotta keep me relevant here. All right. Well, after that lovely match that we had as an opener, we had MVP promo. MVP's actually in the ring. He's not on the side
MVP
tonight. Yeah. So
Kurt
he's
Syndicate.
putting on the boots. He's hanging up the suit.
Ballin'.
Uh, yes.
Osprey.
And then we have a Chris Jericho promo about Collision, and then we have a Ricochet
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
promo.
Go back about Chris Jericho. He did his news segment, like I do, by the way, a little later tonight. I will be doing my segment. He did a news minute break to talk about his match on Collision,
The
and
New
it
York
was
Times.
besides the New York Minute, and it was
Oh,
just
that's
as
what it is.
exciting as Jeff Jarrett's promo. We'll get into later. Yeah, but great to
There
see
you go.
Jericho as always. Anyway, you guys can
As
continue.
always. Oh. Well, yeah. So, and then after Chris Jericho's little New York minute, we had Ricochet who comes out when all the slick glasses, the nice suit, the scissors in his front pocket, just getting booed.
Out of the
They
building. Yeah.
yeah, literally out of the building.
Oh
That's where
my
he
god!
ends up going.
He was
But
getting booed and the crowd was cheering for Swerve very heavily.
yes, all you could hear. He didn't. It was
Whose
probably a good
house?
minute, 2 minutes before he said a word, which
Yeah.
wasn't very many words for a promo. But all you could hear is whose house? Swerve's house. Like
Well, he
the
said
whole crowd
a
was going for it.
picture can speak 1,000 words. So he's like, I don't really have to say
Yes,
anything.
he did.
He just
And
showed a
then as soon
photo of
as that
like,
happened, as soon as he said that, you see a picture up on the big screen of the incident between Swerve and him, and behind his back here it comes, Prince Nana. Yes, he
yeah.
comes to get his.
When I drive,
I know. I'm waiting for it. I can't
yeah,
find it.
yeah. He's gonna clip
Um,
that one too, probably knowing him.
there you go.
Yeah,
There it
there it is.
is.
There it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
that was
Whose
kind of
house?
it, but
Yeah, kind of. That's all
Swerve's
right.
house. I love
Swerve's
it.
house. So Nana
Great.
comes out with the chair. Um. It it was just a just take it on down kind of situation. And then Swerve comes out as he is running through the crowds to the door in Cincinnati, where there is what, probably 3 inches of snow out there. It's just crazy.
But
So
I actually think that this was a good segment. I
it
like that
was.
with Swerve, they're really like maybe this is his doing.
Still got
He really
more
tends to
than
lean
that.
into like
Like
blood feuds.
Joe,
Like
yeah.
if he's not actively holding a title or chasing the title, he I guess gets
That's
with
his thing.
whoever
That's
his nemesis is, and he's like, okay, let's just go all out and hate each other, and let's just go for it. I think this is doing wonders for Ricochet. I actually really
Yeah,
love this new character, and I like the way that he's leaned into, I guess,
the heel.
the negative reactions some fans have. That's what I always say is
true.
it's smart to do. Um,
Yeah,
just be
why
the
fight
you
it?
that they expect you to be, because then when you act that way they'll buy in because they already think that you're that way anyway, right? So if
Yep.
everyone thinks you're corny and you're this guy, be corny, be that guy, make them hate you. That I think that also makes a really good heel. So, and I think Swerve is one of their top baby faces, so this is kind of like lightning in a bottle a bit. This is one of, if
Well,
not my favorite feud right now.
yes, it's a great feud. There we're gonna see a couple times, I believe, probably those two fight it out. I'm so
You
glad to
no, you
see.
don't get to sing songs in the chat. You didn't come to karaoke. I don't want to hear it, Charmaine.
uh, uh,
Charmaine, you
Service on
left
the
them
floor.
hanging up there.
Don't want to hear it, Charmaine. When is we're
Oh
going to
God,
go out on vacation?
no, he's
What?
non-violent because his house got burned up.
Yeah,
He's not gonna do
Yeah,
something like that.
his
But
house got burned
so
up before everyone's house got burned.
exactly. Well, the next part of the episode tonight was the day in the life of the CEO. She's had a really, really,
see,
really
yeah,
busy week.
see, yeah, see,
The last couple
yeah,
weeks, actually. She was in New Japan. She was at
yeah,
World's End.
yeah.
She has just been racking up the belts left and right. She was on a couple of radio shows. She has been very busy. We do not see her wrestle tonight, but just performing this promo. And I wish her the safest travels as she is making her way to Australia for
See,
the
yeah,
big event on the 14th of February.
Send down
great,
So
the
we'll see
has a
man.
her
price
there,
to
I'm
Oh
sure.
pay
yeah,
when
yeah.
you mess with Monet.
Yeah,
She
don't
was
be
on
messing with
Cherry Shepherd
Monet.
tattoo.
Yes, Sherry
CEO.
Shepherd. Yeah, did you see her there, Jeffrey? Well, the next match we have is the trio match. This is with the Hurt Syndicate versus Private Party. Um, and this is where MVP actually ties up his boots. He has not been in the ring for 2.5 years. I think he's a great manager. Don't get me wrong. Um,
I
and
agree with
he wasn't
EC
a
right
bad
there.
wrestler.
Right there, she is the most known star besides Chris Jericho in that company. I agree with him.
Mm,
Absolutely.
We'll see.
mm. The yeah, I think that and because Private Party they were teaming with Mark Briscoe too, so it's like a 3-on-3.
Oh, I'm
Hurts and
sorry. And the meth head. Oh,
He's
I
on
mean
every
Briscoe.
show. Aren't you guys like sick of seeing that this man? Like this man's on
Mark
every
Briscoe,
show. He's on Collision, he's on Rampage, he's on these
he's a
little
Briscoe?
segments
workhorse.
on yeah, man. He's on
He's at
YouTube
the
Minute
top
or
of his
whatever. I
game
mean,
right now.
He's a
So
he's
why
workhorse.
wouldn't you?
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm tired of seeing him, man. I'm not gonna lie. That like, yeah, I
You're not
think
a
I
fan?
was brother. I bought a shirt and all, but come on, enough is enough. I mean,
What's wrong with
Coming
Mark
from the man
Briscoe?
who loves Chris Jericho. Are you kidding me, Mad
absolutely,
Dog?
absolutely.
Oh
By the
my
way,
god. Okay.
absolutely. Walls of Jericho. Put that
Jericho
man in the
fan
Well,
Hall of
detected,
Fame already.
opinion
Thank
reject.
you, EC. Thank you. I'm being attacked out here.
You
See,
didn't hear
see.
hey,
when
I
he
you're
mean,
was rambling,
outnumbered.
and I
yeah,
did not hear
Welcome
what he
yeah,
was
to
saying.
all
yeah,
elite
yeah,
women.
yeah, yeah. But
You signed that waiver before you came on, right?
it's all good.
Listen, I
Here
can't
we
wait for
are.
Eddie Kingston to come back. Okay, Him and
He's great too.
Mark should,
Yes.
yeah. But
Like him.
I was glad to see MVP back in the ring. I knew that
Yep.
he was going to wrestle because I went to GCW Bloodsport and he
Ooh, nice.
appeared at that show. That was his first appearance since leaving the E, since he broke free from the
Ooh,
E. And he did say that he
broke
was going
free.
to face somebody at a Bloodsport match. I think he said he wanted to face Josh Barnett. Actually, um, I don't think that that happened yet though. Can form a tag team, insert who first. First of all, at Checkers,
Oh,
Ugh.
that's
yeah,
the place that you're picking
that's,
to get fries. See,
that's
you're
good.
that's how we know your taste is bad. You're tasting wrestlers and you're
Jay
tasting fries.
Briscoe, sure.
It's just
Steve
bad.
for charity, I believe it was.
That
They
money
were doing
tickling
that
high.
charity event thing. So yeah,
Charity event.
yeah, and they probably did.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
before we put a checkers promo up here, let's get back to this trio match. I mean, yes, it was great to see MVP, but I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Charmaine, thank you. I thought this was a little bit of a snoozer. This I don't know if AEW's missing the music tonight, or if maybe I was just not feeling it. Maybe starting to get underneath the weather. I don't know, but I just don't know why tonight there were some great high parts, and but the this was a snoozer for me.
Are you talking about the match
Um,
or the show?
Both. No, I mean the show
Because
wasn't
I
fine. There
think
was
that
ups
this
and
was the
downs.
I think that
So
this
is
was the
charity,
worst
yeah.
match of the night.
Okay,
But we
thank
didn't
God
even get
we're on the
we didn't
same
even get
page
Yeah,
there.
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That I do agree with. Yeah, this was
Yeah,
just
it was a
sloppy
snoozing
AEW. Yeah,
match.
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if we're missing the music or what that needs to keep us entertained more than just wrestling,
Right.
but it was a snooze one for me, and I was kind of sad because I mean these are some macho man
And these were the
powerhouses
tag
out
team
there.
champions in the match. But yeah, I thought that this it
Yeah,
wasn't a bad match, but I'm saying just compared to the other matches on the show, I thought that this
right.
was the worst one.
Right, right.
Well,
I liked MVP in this match. I just want to say something
yeah.
real quick here. I like MVP in this match. I thought he was great. Coming back. Like Sheriff said, he was going to wrestle. He was going to wrestle, and I hope he wrestles more. I hope he goes on one of the pay per views. That'd be very interesting to see him maybe on one of the pay per views. But right now, though, with this match, yeah, just kind of missed the mark. And that's kind of the problem right now with AEW, just missing, kind of just everything, just missing it. The fans, it wasn't that crowded tonight. I saw the tickets; it wasn't that great, and this has been it is missing a lot of stuff, and I don't know. I'm hoping Kenny Omega, John Mox. I'm hoping these big guys, my boy Chris Jericho, right, can bring back the people. CEO, Mercedes Monet. I'm hoping they can bring that energy level back up to where it once was when CM Punk was in this company. Because when CM Punk and Darby Allin were there, man, this company
Darby
was on
Allen has
top
to come
here.
back soon.
So
Well,
that was not
one,
not
I
all.
think that that was a
That
little
was
dramatic. Also, didn't they sell out tonight? I don't know what you mean by that,
I
but
mean,
regardless,
yeah.
that's a little dramatic. But
Well, I do think this
the venue only had
Darby
like
needs to
1,500
come back.
people.
Yeah, it was a
So yeah,
small
it was a
arena.
sellout.
Yeah, but
Darby or
no,
not
Darby
selling.
Allen is selling tickets. Darby
I'd
Allen
pay
is
tickets to
like
see
the
Darby
no.
Allen.
Oh, I would
I'd pay
too.
to.
Darby
Yeah,
Allen is like the young generation icon of the
mm-hmm.
company. He they
Jeff Hardy. Did you
I
see
have
Jeff
gone
Hardy
to
saying that
multiple shows.
he could have been as big as Cena? You know.
Okay.
Darby Allen?
Right.
No, Jeff Hardy was a peak. You know, no, come on, Jeff Hardy was that guy for at his peak.
Well,
Hey, a little
next,
update.
speaking
I
of,
found out
yeah,
why they sold out tonight. I do want to mention this as the news guy because it was in a very small venue night. They only sold around 500 and I'm sorry 1,570
Didn't
was the
I already
setup.
say that?
They sold around 1,566. So it was a very small venue tonight compared to the venues AEW actually goes to. So I think that's
that's all right.
why
It's
they sold out
Cincinnati. It's
tonight.
not a huge city. I mean, unless you're
Oh
going to
yeah,
play
they
at the
were in
Reds
It's
Cincinnati.
Coliseum.
bigger. John Moxley said it's a bigger city than everybody thought.
I've been
So
to Cincinnati multiple times. It is little mini San Francisco with the hills. You
I
can't
agree
go
with you, Cincinnati.
anywhere.
It's not
Wait,
Philadelphia. No, it's
Isn't
territory.
Moxley from Cincinnati?
He is correct.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. I
Yeah.
read his book.
Hence
Great
why he
book, by
wasn't
the
going to
way.
lose tonight.
I'm aware.
All right. So next part of this show, we had Jeff Jarrett coming out with a little promo, and he is quickly interrupted by MJF, the villain of AEW, the man who apparently has taken way too many
Hi, bad
steroids, has
Jared.
gone straight to his head. The aggression is out of control. Makes me uncomfortable watching it, but that's MJF for you. And he makes some brutal tags against Jeff Jarrett tonight. He mentions his. I mean, the population, Chris Harris, may be big, but the city altogether is very small.
Well,
So
that's
wait,
not
wait,
that's
wait, wait,
not
wait,
really
wait.
for a city. For a city, like 300K is actually not a lot for a city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let me
But-
get this straight real quick. There's 300,000 there, right? There's only 1,000 that show up to AEW tonight. I mean,
That's a
Oh
third
wait,
of the
that's
city.
wait,
saying,
hold on.
that's saying
Was that the
300,000
purpose of
being
the
there.
purpose of him posting the population
mean,
to be like what
I had
percentage
no
of the
idea
population is?
that's on his own
That's a
there,
lot.
but
That's a
you
huge
know,
Look
percentage.
at the way. Look at the bro. Never
um,
mind. Let's just move on. What
I
like
mean,
look at the
yeah.
way we discuss shit. Like what is going on here?
I know, right? All right, back to it. Jeff Jarrett, MJF. What did you guys think about
This
this?
population
Oh my
is
god.
250. Oh, okay, you would say everybody that's not from like a large city is like, well, technically the census said that we're large. No one knows you, bro. No one knows your city. Sorry. Anyways,
Cincinnati is mid. I mean, yeah, I mean, they have
yeah,
a football team
exactly.
that you
Like, who
know,
gives a
cracks
fuck
under
about?
pressure.
Sorry,
So.
Cincinnati. I'm just saying, like, what are we doing here?
I mean,
All
well,
right.
look,
Well,
Ron
we're talking
Moxley's
about
from
Jeff
there.
Jarrett
He's
and
champion, so
MJF and his
yeah,
absolutely crude comments he had. What did you guys think about this, Sheriff? What did you think about this blow up?
Yeah, goodness great. Well, first of all, I say all the time, I don't know a lot about or care about Jeff Jarrett. Apparently, I guess his wife used to get around, or did his wife date Kurt Angle? Is that what he was saying?
Yep.
I don't know exactly
Yep.
who she's dating.
Because that's the only
but-
gold
Yep.
medalist I know in wrestling. So
Yep.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So he
Yes.
was basically
Yes.
saying, "Oh, you
Yes.
know, you're oh,
That
okay."
makes
So he
Yep.
was getting personal. He okay, but why he hating though? Like, it sounds like she's got a good resume there of I guess guys she dated.
yeah. I think she has.
She's
Have
been
you seen a
around,
picture of her?
a wrestler.
I've seen her on the show
Yeah,
because
Karen.
oh, she was married.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Correct.
she likes the
was
money.
Correct. Yeah.
She was married to
That's
Kurt
correct.
Angle.
Yep.
She was married to Kurt Angle.
Oh, man.
When I say like
Yeah.
why are you
Lord.
hating, it's Jefferson used to watch TNA. I used to watch TNA, but just like everybody else, I mean, I kind of stopped. Anyways,
She was
Right now,
married to
man.
Kurt Angle for 10 years,
Yep.
and they got divorced in 2008, and
Yep.
married Jeff Jarrett in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
She was with
So-
him during the times, like I guess when he was with the
She
in
had
the
two
Attitude.
children
Okay.
with Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I say why he's hating, like, one, because so what, but two, also, like, what was the point of this? Like, why are you going in on I guess because, well, actually, I do know why. It's because Jeff Jarrett declared that he's going to go after the title. And I think on that same episode, MJF declared the same thing, that he was going to go after the title. So I guess, now they're in competition. I guess if you want what I want, then you're my enemy now. So I guess I kind of see it, but maybe it was hard for me to invest because I don't care about Jeff Jarrett, and I certainly don't care about who Karen Jarrett used to sleep with. So I don't know.
Oh Lord, I
Like,
yeah, and then talking
that-
about his recovery. But you know what? Jeff Jarrett's old, guys. Yeah, he could probably still get around the mat, but this poor man has stenosis of the lips. He barely has any blood supply that is coming to the ends of his orifices. I mean, this guy looks like he's going to pass out at any minute. I don't understand why they keep putting this poor man through this,
Cincinnati's.
but he chooses it apparently and decided to sign his contract for another year. So, guess we're going to see a lot more of him. But moving on, Hook
Yeah,
and
I like
Christian
this. I want to
Cage.
just say because you guys know I'm a big Jeff Jarrett fan, big MJF fan. I thought this segment actually, I do kind of agree with everyone else in the chat here. This segment was too long. They should have cut
It
this
was
down
long.
halfway, but at the same time, I do feel like both of them got a story. Here's the story: they're gonna fight each other some point, probably a revolution. Will there be a stipulation in this? Maybe. I'm hoping so. But if there's not, I still think they're gonna fight maybe for a number one contendership. I don't know. We'll see. But, I think, yes, MJ has to get personal with Jeff Jarrett, but Jeff Jarrett's comebacks about, Max were also very good too. So overall, I did like this segment, but way too long. Yeah. And they
Very
both
long.
are awesome in my book. So there you go.
And exec enough, okay? Enough. You're not Cincinnati. We don't listen. It's mid. I'm sorry.
No, we know no one really showed up to tonight. I mean, that is an
That
issue.
has nothing to
I
do
do
with
have
it.
to
We're talking
say.
about Cincinnati. I'm sorry. Cincinnati is mid.
Yeah, we know no one showed up to Dynamite tonight except for 1,000 people. That's why it's sold out.
What are you doing? Anyways, next.
Yeah. Well, next we have Hook and Christian Cage. Hook dropped just dropped the ball on him. I mean, it was just full on Chris. Okay, the moment
Yeah.
that I know this was like halfway through the match, but the moment he just had him hanging on the ring and just dropped him like a bag of potatoes, he could care less right in front of his team. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I liked this match. I liked this match a lot.
It was a
The
good match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been building, and Taz is back to see it. They've been building this for a while, so I think that this was a good blow off match. Um,
And
I
it's the
don't
first time
know
we've
that
seen
this will
Hook
be
in a
their
while.
last match though.
No.
Yeah,
No.
because it was
This
like
was the first time
a
we've seen
sneak
Hook in a
finish.
while. Taz is back. It was just Taz is so small and so young that I just
Oh wow, it's
I
Leo
just
smaller in
it's so
Cincinnati.
weird.
Wow.
It's so
Wow,
weird to see him.
the population of Ohio cities. You know you're from from like bumfuck nowhere when you're like, according to the census, my city is
Uh,
like, people in Cincinnati are probably like, we're the third biggest city.
Ron, I
Who
meant Hook
cares?
is young. Taz's son. He's so young. Straight baby face. Yes.
he's
No,
what,
not
20
Taz.
what,
If I said
24,
Taz,
right?
I didn't mean that.
23? Is he
Um
23, 24?
yeah,
He's young. I know
so
he's young,
young.
yeah.
So young. And he's just so
EW didn't
puny
have this
little
no sold
guy.
out, Brad. They did have like
Ugh.
1,000 people tonight, Charmaine. Yes, they did. Yeah. Um, but
But
Chris is an
they
Ohio defender. My
Ohio is
goodness.
the larger state.
this
They have a
match,
great champ. They have a great football team over there, Ohio State University. Congrats to them. They're fighting Notre Dame next Monday night. So yeah, good for Ohio State.
yeah, but they can't beat Notre
Right.
Dame.
Yeah, and championship
See
game.
what I'm saying? Like,
So
Hey,
All
I'm not
right.
hating. There's nothing wrong with a small town. There's nothing wrong with a small city. There's nothing wrong with all that. I'm just saying
I
that.
live in a small town. It's actually
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
big, but
So do I.
small town
but
kind
if
of
you're trying to
feel
be like, actually, we're a major
Jersey.
city, because if you even had to say that, that means it's not. I'm sorry. Like, no one knows.
Well, the end of this match came and it was nuts. It was straight nutso. I They had to break up the fight because of Christian Cage's little, posse party came out and the ref threw it out. Even though Hook was right there about to take him out, and it was straight up just a maracasi. I know I'm saying that wrong. But don't worry because Hook's savior comes to save him. Oh yeah, let's go, Samoa Joe. Get
He's
those moves
back.
on. Oh my gosh. I just can't. I can't get over it. He just brought it. Photo credit to Mad Dog for that. Thank you.
You guys, yeah, by the way, real quick, you guys missed something in that whole thing. They're called
Oh,
the
did I?
Patriarchy, okay? Let's get that straight. And they're like one of my favorites, like groups in this thing
Really?
besides, Chris Jericho's group he had. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Mad Dog
Patriarchy,
said,
yes.
don't be misnaming my patriarchy.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I
Well,
just want to make that clear. And as for Samoa Joe,
Hook
Joe.
needs some knee pads for his little bony knees. But on that note, let's run a commercial. We will be right back. Yes, we'll be back, Mad Dog.
The fact, honeybee. I'm trying to answer your
What
question.
does Ricochet have to do?
You're
with
killing poor Vinny. Look at him.
Penta?
He's
What
caught
does that have to
COVID
do with
because of
Penta?
all your nonsense.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Willie. He is
Okay.
smoother than McCarthy. He comes out. You know what? He's so Vinny. Let me ask you a question. Right? Steve's gonna answer for me. Name another wrestler that has the aura. Right? That's the popular word nowadays. Has the aura of Penta. He comes out. They give everybody new pyro now. He comes out and he smooth walks. Right? You do that when you fixing a sub.
My guy,
Listen,
call it what it is. The man had trouble getting out of his jacket.
Because he was so excited. Daniel Priest has trouble getting his hands off their feet. Like, what are you saying? Venomous Vincent, why haven't you said anything? Stop letting Big Daddy Moose talk over you.
Yo soy from La Hermandad. I can be real. I'm going to call it like it is. I love
why is he
Penta El Cero Miedo.
Hey,
but
hey,
guess
Freckles
what?
Sensei.
Let's
Freckles,
be critical.
Freckles, could you calm down, okay? Could you?
Listen. I'm gonna answer the question. I know what Steve. I know where Steve's coming from, and
Okay.
I really do feel like
He was better when he was interrupting.
I think Ricochet shit the bed leaving WWE, and they're saying that his promo skills have gotten better, which I don't see it. I don't know where it is at. And with Penta, I think Penta gets over way better because he's bilingual and he can relate to the crowd. There's a lot of Spanish and Puerto Rican that are fans. But here's the thing, though.
In San Jose.
Wow.
There I am. Isn't that great?
There you are, Mad
That
Dog.
is great.
Yeah, I'm doing great tonight, guys. I have not yawned one time. I also only had one show tonight, so we're good to go.
Someone took the 5-hour
that
energy this morning. It's great.
I know, right? It's been a crazy day. Today, yeah, no, I'm not going there. But that commercial was from Raw, rated R. On Monday nights, catch them after the Netflix edition of WWE Raw. And I just have to say, I think we have a better show than them. Let's go, guys. I mean, yeah.
By the proxy of we've got the Mad Dog, we've got you, we got me. I think that.
I mean, what else can you?
Guys, wait, just wait a second. Hashtag just wait a second.
I know that the Ohio Defender is gonna have something to say, but name a better trio, bro. Besides maybe this year. I don't.
We've come a long way, guys. We've come a long way. Oh man. All right. Well, you know what? We've talked about Hook. We've talked about the Patriarch. We've talked about the Hurt Syndicate. We've talked about Jeff Jarrett. But you know who we haven't talked about, guys? You know who we haven't talked about tonight? The one and only. Who is it, Mad Dog? Who is it?
Joe? Is it Samoa Joe, right?
No, we've already talked about him. We did the whole commercial pop thing. No. Renee.
Oh, the remarkable Renee. Yeah.
Remarkable Renee.
Come
on. This is
because of Moxley. Oh boy.
I mean.
Yeah. I've read the book, so
I'm gonna have to read that book. Maybe when I finish my master's degree, I'll have a moment to do that.
I'm reading Becky's right now.
You have to send me the title.
Mox, Mox. It's on Amazon.
Oh, that's all it is.
Yeah. I'll send you the link.
Reading
Becky's now, by the way. Yeah. So
all right. Well, Renee is backstage with Jeff Jarrett and is mentioning that he just got verbally assaulted by MJF. But who would have seen. I didn't expect this. This is a surprise guest on the show tonight. I know he's a Ring of Honor champion, but we had the amazing
Right.
Mr. Rhodes. What did you guys think? He showed up. Not Cody Rhodes, the actual loyal Rhodes.
The
The
natural,
loyalist. Yes.
the natural Dustin Rhodes. I like Dustin
Dusty
Rhodes. I
Rhodes.
should watch Ring of Honor, but are they getting them
even know when
$10
it's
out
on.
of me? Absolutely not. It's on Honor Club. You gotta pay, and then I used to watch it, but
There you
and
go.
I'm listen, man. You got the HBO Max deal. Put it on HBO Max. Let's work something out, please. Please, Tony.
Right. Let's go. All right. But, he gave him a huge prep talk. And, it just solidified the fact that Jeff Jarrett's ego was smashed by MGF. And he needed his best friend, his fellow Gray Man Club, wrinkly body to prop him up. And I mean, he did a pretty good job. I mean, it was a little heartfelt, not gonna lie. What did you guys think
That's
about
not
that little
true.
segment?
But okay.
And
You know what they did give them though? They gave him $170 million though, so they did give him.
Hey, it's still on the air. Yeah. Oh man. All right. What do you
like I
guys think
said,
about the
yeah.
Dusty Rhodes, Jeff
Dusty
Jarrett
Rhodes?
sentiment?
Reincarnation?
I know. I mean, only half his face was visible, but yeah. Thank
But
God.
yeah,
His whole face had stenosis. It wasn't just his lips. They share that commonality there, okay? I mean, I know it's makeup, guys. I get it. But, yeah, no.
is it makeup though? Do we really know? Do we have
Get
the...
off!
Who
Kill
did
me,
this?
EC!
Who did
Kill
this?
me!
Oh, that's great. Okay.
I have a feeling that's
Put my
totally been
co-host on the
snapped.
Summer Jam screen.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think
It's
it
not
goes
the
back
Katie
to the
show.
point about I guess the older guard finding carving out a niche for them on the show to contribute to the product. And I really do enjoy Dustin Rose. I enjoy his matches. So.
Yeah.
So I do want to jump in on this, right?
Please,
I'm
please,
upset
Mad
about
Dog.
this because you guys know who lost, the championship. Dustin Rhodes won. You know who? Obviously, of course. So as you know, I'm a little bit salty about that. You know who's Chris Jericho, obviously, as you guys already know. Learning tree. New York Minute. The Chris Jericho. The Ocho. Break the walls down, Jericho. Anyway, not my point. This
Hey,
Dusty and
Ayatollah
Rhodes
Hurry up,
segment.
buddy. Hurry up, buddy.
Okay. This segment was good, but overall, do we really need to see him? Not really. It just kind of to me, it's there. So
I didn't touch
just
that.
yeah.
My hands are here. I'm not touching
Yeah.
the damn thing.
So yeah, it wasn't. This segment wasn't for me. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is so stuffed.
Well, there you go. Well,
Bruh,
we have the historic women's gauntlet tonight. Okay?
Oh.
We have the opener people in this gauntlet is going to be Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. While we have this is also the winner can fight Miss
Mariah.
Glamour Mariah May
Mariah May. Yep.
at the Australian. What is that called? It's
Grand
February
Slam.
15th. Is it Grand Slam?
Yeah.
The-
I know it's
14th,
Australia, and I know it's February
Yeah,
15th.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Saturday, the
On
14th,
paper,
it will be
ew.
on TBS
On pay-per-view.
and Max for free, by the way. So, or TNT. I think it's on
good to know.
TNT and Max for free. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually like a pay-per-view card, right? Just to make this clear, it's gonna be a pay-per-view card, but it's gonna be free on TV. So yeah.
Well, you know
Max,
what, guys?
so, yeah.
We just saved you guys some money there. AEW saved you some money by putting it on Max. So while you guys are saving that money, why not throw it over to our Patreon page and support us? Maybe we can do some watch-alongs. I don't know if you guys have caught. We did a watch-along a couple weeks ago for the Netflix debut It was awesome. But yes, join our Patreon. It is in development. We're going to have so much fun with that.
Oh wow!
But
Did you guys know that the largest stamp is in Cleveland, Ohio? Look at that!
oh,
Wow,
It might as well not exist because I'm not going to Cleveland.
Ohio's a great state.
you know what?
You
The
know?
only reason you need to go to Cleveland,
I have a great
Ohio.
football
You
team.
want to know, Mad Dog? You know why you should go to Cleveland, Ohio? It's to go
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Fiona the hippo. Fiona the
Okay.
hippo, the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah,
She
Huh.
is the
Aw.
queen.
Huh.
She's the best.
Okay.
We'll go to New York. We'll give her a real crowd.
Yeah, no, she's the best. All right. Well,
Look at that!
yes,
the
we
largest
start.
cornfield is in Ohio. Look
The
at
only
that.
Dublin we acknowledge is Dublin, Ireland.
I mean, yeah.
They're there.
Wow,
I've
a
been
lot
there.
of cool facts from
Same.
Executive
Love Dublin,
Consultant.
I love Dublin too. Yeah.
But the rules of the
about
gauntlet
Ohio.
match is first takedown, pin, near fall wins, and every minute there was a new person, or every 10 seconds, I don't know, something like that. But we had a surprise during this match, guys. Did anyone notice or
See your
know
point.
that this was going to happen?
Yeah.
The
Hi.
well, Mad
Yeah,
Dog the newsman.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. I've been saying on this show and saying other shows, for months. So happy she showed up.
We're talking about Megan Payne, right?
Yeah.
We are talking
so
about
happy.
Megan Payne. She is the third person to come out. She has a massive feud with Mariah May, and Mariah May is losing it at the table. She is not happy. She is questioning her ability to be on this show, being in this match, and I was actually at that moment, was like, oh, well, we know who's going to win. She's totally going to go after Mariah May. It's going to be her, but surprisingly, it was not. So as we continued, the clock kept striking down. We had another person coming out, which was
Dynamite
Julia
was in
Hart.
Columbus, Ohio. Look at that. World's least attended Dynamite was in Columbus, Ohio.
Wasn't me, Katie.
Was
my
interesting.
God.
Interesting.
Teacher,
Okay.
it wasn't me.
You guys can continue there. But yeah.
I was like on a roll. I was fully into this match.
Mad Dog. He saw hate. He had to go.
Butterflies, Mad Dog. Butterflies. I'll give you a net next time. Okay. All right. Julia Hart. She comes out looking fabulous as always. She comes out and Jamie Hayter jaw drops. She's like, "Oh shit!" But they go after it, and then Willow comes out, and then Toni Storm comes out, and her mental health condition is still strong and vivid. What was it? In amnesia? She has.
Toni Storm, yeah. Is it
insomnia? Yeah, insomnia.
Well, insomnia.
No, insomnia is sleeping. Issue.
Oh, okay.
I was
So
corrected
amnesia,
last week.
right.
Amnesia.
So it's amnesia, right?
I was corrected last week, and I remembered.
Yeah. Okay. You're getting
and then
me all
last
confused.
Last but not least, we had Harley come out. So I mean, it was good. Once again, it was one of those. They needed music. They needed more of a pop in this segment.
This was my favorite match. I actually agree with Shay.
Yep.
I actually agree with Shay. I wanted this to be longer.
Yeah.
I really like Mariah May's title reign. I think that her character
she's
meshes
killing
really well with basically literally everyone that she's faced. She's had her reign is up there, and it's going to be up there by the time. And literally everyone in this match, I could see her feuding with, and it would be great.
She can take every single one of the women's matches or the women's card out. She can fight every single one and still hold herself to a high standard.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was calling, but
right. I do want to jump into this. I love this match. I thought this was the best highlight of this night. Obviously, I thought Megan Payne's pop was just incredible for the 1,000 people that were. And by the way, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. By the way, as I continue, there's the Patreon link. I just subscribed the other day, so go make sure everyone does that. and helps the channel out. Anyway, like I was saying though about this was great. Megan Band was awesome, but just to be clear, I know a lot of people are saying Columbus, Ohio. Remember, this was in Cincinnati, but remember, there was only 1,500 people who showed up to tonight's Dynamite. So, is that a lot?
The
No,
building
but
can only
I
hold.
did great.
Why?
So I just want to make sure, just to get everyone clear, as the news guys here, it was in Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's
That was
not
the home of
news.
John Moxley.
What are we talking about?
Well,
Anyway, yeah,
okay.
match was great, and yeah, Megan
That's not
Band.
Going back to
on
the
this
match.
AEW review show. That's not
Rise
news.
on the
Like,
winner.
what are we talking about?
This is not a
Hey,
geography
everyone,
blast.
Ohio's a great state. They got a great college football team.
I'm
I'm a
sorry,
Notre
I
Dame
The
just
fan,
Kelsey
so,
brothers,
not
the
the
Kelsey
Ohio
brothers are from
Avengers
there.
assembling, not the Ohio Avengers assembling, dude.
All right. Well,
But yeah, it was
so
a great match
at
overall.
the Grand Slam, we will have Mariah May versus Toni Storm once again. And if you ask Toni Storm, she has never fought the glamour before, so we'll see how this goes.
Toni Storm is a
But-
rookie. I'll have you know, she is rookie of the year. Listen,
She
I'm
is the
still
rookie
waiting
of the
for-
year.
Yeah.
Sky Blue, yeah. I wonder
She's
if
hurt.
She's been
around
injured for a
She's
while.
hurt. She's been hurt for
got injured
like,
around the same
9
time
months.
that Julia got hurt. So
Correct.
I would like
So
to
she
think
should
she's
be
supposed to
coming
on
back
return.
soon.
I haven't
but
heard
you know what?
anything,
We
but
can
once I
ask
do, I'll let you know. So
Kyle
who's Sky
Fletcher.
Blue?
I did see her. She was at World's End. I saw her watching on over the Will Ospreay Kyle Fletcher match. She was
I have
there.
a photo with
That
her.
was pretty
She's
cool.
very nice.
Yeah, she's very nice. Beautiful girl. All right. Main event time, guys. Main event time. Before we get to the main event, let's run one more commercial, and then we'll do our news, and then we'll do our main event. What do you guys think? All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah, let's do
Carmen
it.
and Ashante talking, and they keep going on. He's saying that Carmen says that he better make it official. He gives a rose saying that he wants to start everything over, not be a player no more, and wants to start with her. And she says, about damn time. They kiss, and I puked in my mouth for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm like, thank God it's all over. But I'm just like, ugh.
I love that for them. Love in the NXT locker room. It's so beautiful. And Ashanti, he finally realized that.
From February, but from Valentine's Day, but still.
It's so wonderful. And now they're together and they're official. And let's see where this story goes. Good for Ashanti. Na 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 na.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to Unpopular Review.
Hey guys, what's up?
Wait, there we go.
Hey guys, what's up? I mean, I've been here all night. Hey, I have a little bit of breaking news. Did you guys know Ohio had the first traffic light ever in the United States? I'm reading it from Google here, by the way. So that's really, really exciting. Okay. So yes. And anyway, it was also the birthplace of aviation. Anyway, the news of the week. This one is big. This one's a big story. Right. According to PW Insider, Malachi Black is about to become a free agent. And the reason why is because a couple other sources said that Malachi Black is finishing up with AEW. So I'm really excited to see where this goes, because there's only one possible chance where Malachi Black's going to end up. It's WWE. Writing's on the wall.
Did he already end up at WWE?
So he was correct. He was Aleister Black. WWE buried him. Unfortunately, he ran over to the AEW, and what ended up happening was he started the House of Black. And like I said earlier in our group chat earlier today, without Malachi, there would be no Julia Hart winning the title, and no House of Black, and no, Buddy Matthews and Brody King being on their own. So without Malachi, it would never happened. Now, I told you guys earlier in the chat, I said, will they be in singles competition? What's going to happen now that, Black's going out of AEW? And, going to be in other independent promotions and maybe even WWE down the line. I hope he
Well,
goes back.
Julia kind of already
Oh,
does that. She does represent House of
right,
Black, but she is mainly singles now. We
right,
don't really
right. And
see
so is
her
Buddy,
wrestling with
and
the
so is
guys.
Brody. Yep.
Um,
Yeah, so is
no,
Buddy, so is Brody.
Malachi
Yeah.
definitely his House of Black in general. It has contributed to the content on the show. I just don't think it was a big loss for obvious reasons. I mean, they don't really do anything with him like super substantial. Like,
Right,
it would be
right.
like that.
And
It would be.
right.
It's like when WWE let him go, right? It wasn't a big loss because they just weren't really working with him well.
Right, I agree. They buried him under the table. I think at this
Yeah.
point in time, because that was the McMahon era, this is the Triple H era we're in right now.
Oh,
I
hold on a
think we're
second.
going to be, I think it's a great time to bring him back. His wife is actually WWE wrestler Selena
Elena
Vega.
Vega.
So this is, I hope they bring him back. I hope Triple H gets on the phone, says, look, man, we can work out something. You can come back. Maybe, I don't think he can for the Rumble, but maybe later down the Elimination Chamber in March or something. I would love to see him back. I really
Yeah.
would.
Triple H
And
was
then
definitely booking back then, but go ahead.
and Triple H, I know, would not bury him. He's not
No.
buried any of his wrestlers so far over there. So I know that for a fact. They also mentioned about an AEW trader going over to the E, kind of like what Cody Rhodes did for the greener grass on the other side, kind of. On Penta. Penta debuted it on Raw this past week. Everybody knew it was coming. I said it was coming for weeks on end. I'm saying right here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel so you get the latest wrestling news. Also, just make sure you follow me on Twitter, at _Mad Dog for all the latest wrestling news. Anyway, going back to this one, I kind of knew this, so management was happy. I just want to say this right now. I'm going to try and make this short. Management was happy. Backstage talent, not so happy that his promo went a little bit longer than expected. The other thing I have here is this one. Here's the deal. I wasn't going to cover this story. I didn't want to cover this, but this has been blowing up since. And then I hear this today. They're bringing them back in 2 weeks. So if no one ever knows, and if you're not living under a rock, no one probably is. Everybody knows what the heck's going on. Hulk Hogan got booed at the Netflix Raw premiere. Obviously, okay.
No, why would they do
So
that?
now, as smart as WWE is, and I really think they should not do this personally, in my heart, in my gut, just don't bring them back. But they're, according to sources, they're going to actually bring him back for a main event in a couple weeks, and they're going to turn this whole thing into him being a heel or some stupid thing like that. Personally, I say keep him away. Let him do.
There's no
something else,
possible way
whatever.
to keep him away when they literally have they signed with his.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to mention that too. He's now, somebody else who is no longer with this channel told me saying he's now a sponsor or the pay per views or whatever. I was texting him the other day and he said, yeah, he's a sponsor and that's why. And I was like, oh, okay, that's makes somewhat sense.
Legal
but
obligations.
Personally, personally,
WWE,
I
as
say
we
keep him
know,
away.
with the Saudi Arabia deal, if you give them enough money, they don't give a fuck what you did or do.
Yeah. By the way, they're planning to do more shows over there. I'll have it in my segment. I was reading that earlier. As always. But this one though, I do have a couple interesting stories about Jade Cargill. I like Jade. I think Jade's great. She was actually back in the Performance Center this week. I'm really excited about this. PW Insider note she's back at the Performance Center, and I'm really hoping that there's this big rumor that came out today. Wrestling Votes also said that they might be planning Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. So the Queen versus Jade for Mania. It's not a lock-in, but if they think Jade can actually, get healthy enough, and remember, she's training, she's back at the PC, she's talking with everyone she needs to talk to. I'm really hoping this happens. Because as you know, Charlotte Flair is rumored to come back any SmackDown now, maybe even, on this Friday, maybe Charlotte will come back, but she's rumored to come back at any time. I don't think we're going to see her or Becky till the Rumble, but, that's just me. Also, another one who's also coming back, by the way, is Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate, actually, I believe is on the Raw roster. He also, I think he had torn... What was it? I think it was a torn pec or something like that. He also got almost get cleared. And I also have an update about Katie's favorite. Katie loves Darby Allin. Darby Allin, I will tell you right now, is not coming back to AEW for a long time. Sources do claim he's actually getting ready to climb Mount Everest. Yes, that is a real story. Yes,
On a
he's going to
reality TV show or something?
and that
Well,
no,
he's
no,
been planning to do this for quite a
been
while.
wanting
Yeah.
to do this for like 3 years, and AEW said we're gonna let him give him time off. So they kind of let him did the whole thing, and they faked his injury so he can go climb Mount Everest. No, this is a real thing. Darby's been wanting to
I
do.
hope he
said
has a
he's
GoPro on
so
during this.
so he said in a couple of different podcasts and other sources say he's actually gonna climb Mount Everest. What a crazy,
Good for
crazy
him.
guy.
Go for it, buddy.
And the other one I have here, and I have two more quick stories. One is Tongalo is going to be coming back for Mania, and the other one, it's a rumor, so don't quote me, but Bad Bunny and a couple of other sources say they might do a big show in Mexico. And Bad Bunny says if he might give up music to go do this show in Mexico to become a WWE wrestler. He says it's his dream, quote unquote, to become a WWE wrestler. But remember, Bad Bunny's one of the best stream artists in the world right now. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But the Mexico show and doing something with him, yeah, I could see that happening. They've done stuff with Bad Bunny before. So I could see that happening
there you go.
for sure.
Well,
and that's
thank
all I have
you
this
so
week.
much. Awesome. All right, guys. It is main card event time. What do you...
This is Aubrey Edwards, and you are listening to the Unpopular Review, the show for intelligent wrestling fans.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, it is main card event time. We have Hobbs versus Jon Moxley and the Death Riders, because we all know he ain't coming anywhere without his little posse friends. Marina just, I don't know why she's so miserable. I mean, I understand she's an MMX fighter or MMA fighter, but I mean, the life cannot be that bad. You're married to Roderick Strong. Get over it. Okay? You're not a mainstream person, but you're behind Jon Moxley. It's not a bad view. But that's just my opinion. All right, what do you guys think about this match?
Brute force of the Death Riders, man, and it's funny you guys mentioned that. Actually, I read today they just extended her contract for another few weeks because she's contract to contract. I didn't know this, so
briefcase
I'm really happy.
Person.
Yeah, I mean, she's she's the like I said the brute. Kind of muscle behind the for the Death Riders, kind of.
I think
and she looks great doing it. Really, she does.
Yeah, once they get her back involved with the actual women's division, I think we'll see what she's going to do with that. But I think the issue is that in her in-ring work, I don't think it was improving fast enough for what they really wanted to do. So I think that's why she's like, they show her matches before she comes out. Been asking why she looks
like
she.
True. That is true.
But yeah, the main event
this
was
is a bloody match. This is a bloody match.
Always is with Moxley. Always.
I mean, it is.
And I love Will Hobbs.
Yes. I really thought going into this match, even though it wasn't a pay-per-view, thank you for the breakdown.
Roderick Strong, yes. Roderick Strong. Good old Roddy Strong, as they used to call him.
Roddy Strong? See, I got that one.
Yeah, Roderick Strong, yes.
Well, I love Hobbs. And honestly, going into this match, I was a little nervous for Moxley because he's huge. Let's just not, bat around the bush here. I didn't know he was going to be able to beat him. And
they don't call him Powerhouse for nothing.
He is a powerhouse. Exactly. I mean, he can throw anybody around a ring.
Yeah.
He's a big, meaty man slapping meat.
Kind of reminds me of Hulk, the Hulk,
He's the Hulk.
The one from the Avengers, and then not the other one, who I don't like. Anyway, the one from the Avengers, just slamming what was his name, Loki around. That kind of reminds me of Powerhouse Hobbs. They don't acknowledge me. Too Ready Strong. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Marina Shavir is married to Ready Strong.
It ain't kayfabe, therefore.
Yes, so yeah.
But
thought
yeah,
it was
All right,
Roderick,
all right.
but I could be wrong.
they've done a good job
Um,
of like establishing Will as like a baby face now because
Hobbs,
he
so what?
was a heel for so long. But
Oh
I think
yeah,
people he's very likable. If you listen
he
like to him like
he's
in
like a
Yeah.
interviews
big
and stuff,
teddy bear. He's a
yeah,
huge,
yeah,
No.
yeah.
soft
Yes.
teddy
Yes.
bear.
Yeah.
I would love to meet him one day. I think
I
he could just
met him in
grab my
Philadelphia
shoulders
very
and give me the
briefly.
biggest hug, and I could just like fall asleep. I may be passed out, but I'll fall asleep in his arms. Um, yeah. So he bit Moxley's ear to get blood to make a scene. Let's not be, sugarcoat this. This is all part of it to bring as
Right.
much blood to the main event as possible. And he tried so hard to bite that ear and couldn't do it. It took him 3 or 4 times to get
Oh,
blood,
man.
apparently.
Mike
And I'm
Tyson
like,
has to show him his technique.
I mean, yeah. I don't know why they don't have Moxley on some blood thinners before matches, but they probably should, because he loves when it's gory and gushy and
Yep.
all blood. And
That's
so,
where he
yeah,
came
no, I thought
from,
that was
you
funny.
know? Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there were some great moves here. We had some cross arm breakers. We had some, I mean, there were so many things. But the end of the match, after so many turns back and forth of the power trains, we ended up having Powerhouse Hobbs in a sleeper, falling asleep in Moxley's arms like a little bear that just needed to go to sleep because his mommy kept saying, "Go the F to sleep, child." And he did finally. And Moxley continues his reign as the champion.
He needed a
But
lot of help though.
he did. It was, like I said, a Death Rider match.
Yeah.
He
Everybody
needed
and their mama was
everybody.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Bulldog Choke took him out. And then the Death Riders came out. They removed the brace off Hobbs' leg. This is all after the match is over, guys. Like, honestly,
Yep.
I was kind of disappointed. Just freaking turn it off. We're already over time. Let's just take.
Nope.
There's no need
AEW
for
loves that.
this.
I
They're
gotta
not doing it.
no,
I
we
hate.
gotta stop him out some more. I think that Hobbs
I
is
hate
gonna
it.
be someone that they feud with, like going forward. I think he's gonna be part of the Death Rider story like a lot more. Same match
Yeah.
ending over and over. It's the Death Riders doing that same.
Yeah.
Every time they beat someone, they're like, and now we're just gonna like jump you. Like,
Of course they are. That's what they're supposed to do. They're bad guys. They're heels. They're supposed to do that, right? I mean, I'll play devil's advocate here, as always here, as I've been all night here. Yes, of course they're supposed to do
You're
that.
outnumbered.
I
What do
mean,
you expect?
you
look,
have not been
no, it doesn't
playing.
matter. That doesn't matter. But like I said though, about Death Riders, that's supposed to beat up the thing, and as for the match, this match was awesome.
New York is calling, Mad
I
Dog.
thought,
New York is calling.
Yeah, oh
I
my
thought,
goodness.
I'm telling you, this match was awesome. But by the way,
It was
Chris
a great
Jericho's from
match.
New York. Not sure if you know that Chris Jericho is actually
He
from
was
New
born
York.
in New York.
He
But
was,
grew up
he
in Canada.
was. Just letting you know that, Katie. Because
Thank you.
Jericho facts. But I love this match. I thought it was great. Powerhouse Hobb getting the moves over on Moxley, putting him in a sleeper. Thought it was smart. I do hope they do more. Personally, I do hope they do more with them. But at the same time, I think it was more about not this match entirely. I think it was more what happened after the match, really.
Yep. There was more drama, I feel like, after.
Yeah, they're coming from New
Well,
York.
New York, and that is
Yo,
very
flush the
true.
drugs. Thank you. Never mind.
I know, seriously. Well, to end the night, in the middle of the Death Riders destroying Powerhouse Hobbs' knee after removing his brace, you had FTR and Cope running out to save him, but it was too late. And the show was over. That was it, guys.
Rated
The
FTR.
end.
Oh,
Good
like
night.
what is it? Crime Times intro. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes,
Brooklyn.
great
Bringing
show.
that hood
Great
to
show.
you.
Yes.
What should we
Yeah.
do?
But
So we'll see how Hobbs does. Hopefully we'll get an update next week. We probably won't for a couple weeks because they like to drug that out, thinking that he's super hurt.
Yep.
But I don't see, even though
Holy
Moxley,
shit. No, that's true. That's true. Like when your homie
Yeah.
let the other person get a few licks in before they decide to break it out. It's like, okay.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's just if Mox is truly there to help people, and
Yep.
he just
He
keeps
says
taking
gonna be
people
waiting for-
out. I mean,
Well, I mean, remember he's making the merchandise. You know, I mean, look, I bought one of his shirts earlier tonight because you know I'm a fan of him. I'm not gonna lie. I read this book. I've always been. I like Dean Ambrose. I told the guys on Monday night. I'm just been a fan of this guy. You know, I know
mean, I'm
he's
a
gonna
fan
agree
of him
with me,
too. I think
disagree with
he's
me, but
great
I
looking.
think he's great. I think he's great in the ring. I think he's great on the mic. I think he's just, you know, and this whole new John Moxley, I think this is going to be an era of these Death Riders. They're taking over the show. I mean, look, John Moxley shut down Rampage, and Rampage had no numbers as it is, but John Moxley actually pulled the plug on Rampage. So I really can't wait to see where this go. But this Cope thing, this Mox and Cope, I don't want it. I don't
And
want to see it
FTR, who was literally down the drain.
them too. I don't want to see this. Get old man Copey, you know, Adam Copeland, Copland, whatever his name. I call him Mr. Copland.
Him,
because he's a
Jericho, they
cop
can
out.
just go down the river together.
No, Jericho's great. Jericho's great. Okay, Jericho's awesome, amazing.
All
from New
right,
York, by the
guys.
way. But yeah, as for Cope, yeah, get him out of here. He's you know, flush him down the toilet.
Well,
And
guys,
that's all I gotta
thank
say.
you so much. Thank you, Mad
Like,
Dog, for
comment,
being our
subscribe.
guest tonight. Sheriff, as always, thank you for being there with me. And I hope everybody has a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week. Good night.
Bye, guys.